I know that one day I will surely remove my hat, for when that time comes and this one goes away, I will embrace that great head pat. Alexander the Great. Hi! On behalf of all head patters alike, allow me to say thank you for joining the mission. My name is NBeats, and I'm just one of several executive head patters on the world we call VRChat. What is VRChat? It's a fun metaverse where you can walk around and meet new friends in VR. It's a friendly ecosystem where players can meet others that they normally wouldn't elsewhere. We're happy to have someone like you on board our mission to one day headpat the world itself. But for now, let's just start with the friends around us, like this one right here. As you can see here, I am considered an expert of headpatting, so much so that I was given the 1987 Sunny D Headpatter of the Year award. But I didn't get there overnight. It took years of practice, and with this PSA, I hope to show you the same path I took to giving a perfect headpat. But before we get there, we need to ask ourselves the basis. What is a headpat? Headpatting can be traced as far back as the Great Indus Valley and the far reaches of Mesopotamia. In the ancient world, headpatting was a ritual held in high esteem. It was originally believed that if one were to pat long enough, the bond between souls would be as sharp as steel. To be a headpatter or a headpatty was, no doubt, a great honor, and anyone who scorned at such a practice was swiftly put to the blade. Interestingly enough, the Mesoamericans saw headpatting as a way to bring good fortune to their villages. One pat would welcome good rain, 2 pats, good food. With 3 pats, some would claim they could even cure cancer. In fact, the Aztecs named their leader the one who headpats, and it's thanks to their influence that we have the famous South American saying, better to pat one's head than to strike an owl. In modern times though, we understand that headpatting is more so a form of bonding than a way to bring good fortune. And that's an important part to understand of the whole process, but how do you pat? Now the time has come to learn how to proceed in a headpat ritual in what I call the lap method. This is a simple and easy process that will help you become the master headpatter of tomorrow. Step 1. Look. Nothing is more important than finding who to pat. Take a close look because you don't want to end up with the wrong headpattee. For this, let's examine a few avatars and determine if they're worth patting. Number 1 is a green avatar with fins. It may sing a wretched meme song or yell out sheesh in an extended high-pitched voice. If you look closely, you may see that a Quest user is using it. They will also be wearing underpants that, through some miraculous feat, is not dripping with pee. This is not a headpattee. More than that, it does not deserve your headpats and should retreat into the depths of hell that it dragged itself out of. Number 2 is a boy with a touch of anime in his face. He may have tattoos, Gucci clothes, and possibly even Nikes. And while he isn't a Quest user, he can be found laying down in front of a mirror alone, embracing a strange form of self-gratification through his Vive trackers. This is not a headpattee. Number 3 is a small childlike avatar called a Kon. They are short with big heads, they have cute faces, and they're typically not a Quest user nor a full body user. But if you look closely, you may notice the most obvious evidence. They have no fingers to pet themselves with. This is a headpattee. But in Beats, you ask, what about the avatars that exist outside of this Kon species? Even if they have a proper body proportion or fingers, they may deserve a pet. So here are the 2 most important factors to look for. Are they cute? And are they small? With that, I know you'll make the right decision. Step 2. Ask. As Sonic once said, nothing is more important than consent. So just like when you find your special someone, you gotta ask them the important question, and you need to do it in as right a way as possible. Can I touch you? Nope, that's a one-way ticket to Creepville. Nope, that deserves a few years of jail time. Pat pat. Yes. Cute, but a bit too weird for many people's tastes. Do you want a head pat? This is what we're looking for, straight and to the point. And don't worry if you think that people will respond in a disgusted way, because after all, this is VRChat. Just give it a shot and you'll be surprised how many people say yes. If they say no though, don't sweat it. Just say okay and walk away, and one day you may find your hand on top of a cute head. Also, if the head patty comes to you and exposes their head, the most vital body part, then that's okay too. It shows that they care enough for you to receive a head pat, and not accepting that would be a great dishonor. Step 3. Pat. This is what we've all been working towards. We found who to pat, we've asked the question, now we begin. But what do we do? Trust me when I say that you don't want to be stuck at this moment. Before you know it, an awkward silence will put a wedge between you and the head pattee, and they may find a better patter to give them pats. To answer this, let's do a multiple choice question. Do we pat like this? Or this? Or this? I'll give you a few seconds to decide. Did you pick B? Good! Patting needs to be smooth and slow, from the top of the head to the back. Bonus points if you get your fingers in their line of vision and activate their phantom sense. And if you're having trouble, there's a simple way to practice this in real life. Just grab a grapefruit and imagine it's a disproportionate head of a con. There you go! You're almost there already! One of my favorite methods is called the wheel spinner. You start at the front of the head rather than the top and pull back. You may also want to try some advanced methods like the wax, the eye poke, the boopinator, and the double pat. So let's review what we've gone over. Find the right person to head pat. Nothing's worse than picking a wrong soul to bond with. Ask to pat. Even with friends, you may find yourself needing to ask the question first. Pat smooth and softly, like pouring the milk of a goat over their face. And there you have it, the perfect pat for the perfect head pattee. Follow this lap method, and you too can reach the same level of a master head patter in the future. Just like Rome wasn't built in a day, our skills require time and practice. So now that you know how to approach this topic, go out there and show the world how to pat. And remember, a head pat is more than a head pat. It's a heart pat. Thank you for watching.